Good morning friend, welcome back to Information Technology. Lecture 2, E-commerce and E-governance. The last lectures we have seen advantage of e-commerce, definitions of e-commerce and difference between e-commerce. So today's lectures we are going to learn type of e-commerce. The most common participant in e-commerce are business, administrator, government and consumer. The primary e-commerce types are divided into the four types, that is business to consumer is the first, business to consumer, B2C model. In this model, business sells its product directly to a customer. A customer can view the product shown on the website, and the customer can choose a product and order the same, and the website will then send a notification to the business organization via email, and the organization will dispatch the product or the goods to the customer. And this B2C business are online, for example Amazon, Flipkart. Now this day we are doing online shopping on the Amazon site, Flipkart, Home Shop 18, Shopscrew. These are the site we are using. What we are doing, we are searching the product. Once we search the product, then we purchase that product, and once we search that product and we purchase or buy that product, then we get a notifications from the website. First we get a notification from the website, and then the organizations dispatch that product, and that product we gets. And this is the famous type of e-commerce nowadays, day business to consumer, because each and every persons now this day they are doing online shopping, and through the online shopping they purchase the things, and the purchase things comes to our doorsteps. So this is the business to consumer. Here the consumer get that product directly, and business sell the product to the consumer. So customer can view the product shown on the website, and he can purchase the product. The next, look at the diagram over here. In this diagram it is shown that customers search the product online in online store, and he book the product. Once he book the product, then he has to make the payment. Once he made the payment, then it will be dispatched and it will deliver to you. So this is the online store process. This is called e-commerce B2C, business to consumer or business to customer. This is the famous model of the e-commerce. Next, business to business. Next is business to business, and in this business to business model, business sells its product to an intermediary buyer, who then sell the product to the final customer. Once again I repeat, in this model business sells its product to an intermediate buyer, who then sell the product to the final customer. An example is wholesaler place an order from a company website, and after receiving the consignment sells the product to the final customer, who came to buy the product at one of its retail outlet. Means in this business to business there are two business entities are involved. And the business takes place between them. Means one business entity sold a product to the another business entity, and another person will be the buyer. In this, intermediary is the buyer, who then sell the product to the final customer. An example means a wholesaler place an order from a company and website, and after receiving the consignment sell the product to the final customer, and who come to buy the product at one of its retail outlet. For example, here the business is involved. For example, Tata Communication Network product. Look here, in this one business is involved with the another. Means there are two business entity, they deals with each others. So this called as the business to business. This also the famous model in the type of e-commerce. And next is consumer to consumer. Here there is no business entity. Here only the consumer and consumer are involved, means both the entity are the consumer. In this C2C model, consumer helps consumer to sell their asset like residential property, cars, motorcycle, etc., or rent a room by publisher publish their asset like residential property. Okay, so website may or may not charge the consumer for its service. For example, OLX, Quicker, online auction. So these are the example of consumer to consumer. In this, one customer helps other customer to sell their property. For example, resident property or land or car, motorcycle. And here the information on the website will be given and the other person is ready to take that. Here both the customers are involved, there is no business entity. Okay, so they are only the customer to customer, and this is very risky. This is very risky because here one customer will call to the other customer. If you like that product, they will not send that product to your doorstep, but you have to go personally and then purchase that. For example, car, suppose you like the car and you wanted to purchase that car, then you have to go physically over there. While going physically, there is a risk. Suppose you will go with the money to buy that car, no guarantee the person will change the place. Sometime he will ask you to come on this place, but the last moment he will change the place and he will tell you come to that place, and there can take place to they will rob the money also. So that is the very risky model, this consumer to consumer, because here both the end customers are involved, there is no business. So here one example is online auction also is there. So these are the example. OLX also, the earlier that OLX sells, means sometime we also sell our proper things on the internet and we get the money through this type of website. Okay, means here you will not get a new things, but you will get a second hand things. Okay, so that is the use of consumer to consumer. Next is the diagram. Here you can see the diagram. In this diagram, one customer want to sell the product and other customer want to buy the product. One customer selling his product but another customer is buying that. In between, receiving the product and receiving the money. Okay, so one person will receive the product, one person will receive the money, means here physically you have to go to purchase the things. That product will not come online to your doorstep. So that's why here is a risk. Okay, the next, customer to business or consumer to business. Consumer to business means in this model consumer have product or services of value that can be consumed by business. For example, the comparison of interest rate of a personal loan or car loan provided by various banks via website. Here, a business organization who fulfill the consumer's requirement within the specified budget and approach the customer and provide these services. So here, once the person, this consumer will approach to that persons, then he will be agree to take the loan or to take the car loan or any other thing. So here business organization who fulfill the consumer requirement and within the specified budget approach the customer and provide its service. So C2B content marketing is called the content marketing. Okay, means in this model the consumer have product or a service of value that can be consumed by the business. Okay, the next, e-commerce trade cycle. What is e-commerce trade cycle? A trade cycle is a series of exchange between a customer and the supplier that take place when a commercial exchange is executed. A trade cycle is the series of exchange between a customer and the supplier and that take place when a commercial exchange is executed. There are different trade cycles phases are there. So in that first page is there pre-sale. In the commercial trade cycle there is a first phase, that is a pre-sale. It consists of two steps like a search and negotiate. It consists of two steps like a search and negotiate. the customer search for required website for product to purchase. Means here when we book any product online, first we visit the website, for example Amazon, Flipkart, Home Shop 18, Shop Clue, Snapdeal. There are many websites we visit, and once we visit, what we do first, we search the product, which product we want, that we search. Means customer search for requirement website for product to be purchased, and the negotiator step, customer find a supplier who offers good quality product at a cheaper price, and then customer agrees the term followed by supplier. Means here in this first, the customer will search the product. Once he search the product, the next step is the negotiate step. Means customer find a supplier who will give the quality product, and that product also you will get a in cheaper. Okay, like this is going to search where we are getting the less price of that product, that uh, website we goes and we purchase. And finally what we does, we agree the term and conditions. So this is called pre-sales. Searching the product, finding the product with the quality and less price, and then agreeing the term and conditions. So this is called the pre-sale. The next, execution. Once searching the product is over, term and conditions, we agree the term and condition, then we go to the executions. And this page consists of a order and delivery. We are going to order that product and we'll get a delivery. So here in this we are going to order the product and the customer will get a delivery and of the selected product. After processing the order or the customer received the delivery of the product, the next steps comes, that is called as a settlement. Means the second executions, this execution phase consists of only the order and delivery. Okay, in the settlement, in this phase, settlement in this phase consists of invoice and the payment. Here you are going to make a payment. Means first what we have done, first we have searched the product. Once we search the product, then we find the quality and the less price of that product. Once you we got that, then we agreed a term and condition, then we went to the order the product. Once we order the product, then we'll get a delivery of the product, and once we got a delivery of the product, then we'll get an invoice. Invoice means the purchase order. Okay, that invoice will get, and here we are going to make a payment. So invoice means the customer will receive a bill for purchase product, and after confirmations of received product, customer will pay for the same. Means in the settlement phase, here we are going to make the payment and will get a receipt of that product. The next, after sales, once we get the product, and if the product we found, and that product after some days that product is not working, that things is not working, then we have to go to the particularly service center, and that start after sale. And this phase consists of the warranty and sales and service. So warranty, after sales and service will come in the after sales. In this we'll get a warranty period of 1 year of that product, and within the 1 year of that within the 1 year period, if the product is not working properly, for example mobile or any other things is not working properly, then you have to go to the service center. Okay, the service center you have to go, and they will give you the service. While giving the service, they will give you the free service, or they will take minimum cost. So that will come in the after sales. So after sales service means the customer will do complaint. Means here we are going to give the complaint of the product, and once the complaint is registered, then they will give a replacement of that product, or they will repair and give you a free of cost, or minimum charge will be taken. So about the performance of the product and get maintenance service from the supplier. Means the after sale, it consists of a warranty and sales and service. Now all together, if you are going to see the trade cycle diagram, in this trade cycle diagram, the first is what? Pre-sale. In the pre-sale, what things come? Search and negotiate. In the executions, order and deliver. Means first we are going to search the product, then we are going to agree the term and condition, then we are going to order the product. Once we order the product, we get the delivery of that product, then we'll get an invoice to make the payment. And once we made the payment, if some problem comes in that particular product, then we can go to the service center, that is called the after sales. Okay, here in after sales you will get a warranty and the maintenance services. So this is full trade cycle of e-commerce. Next, see modes of payment. What are the modes of payments are there? While doing online shopping, how you can make a payment? There are various type of making payments. The first is banking card, then USSD, then APS, UPI, mobile wallet, bank prepaid card, point of sale, internet banking, mobile banking, micro ATM. These are the various payment modes are there while doing online shopping, because in online shopping directly we cannot give the cash, so that's why we have to make a payment online. Sometime we can ask to send that product and we can uh, pay on delivery time, that is called POD, or the cash on delivery. Okay, so let's see one by one what is the first mode of payment. The first mode of payment is credit card. So in the credit cards are the most common way for customer to pay online. The merchants can reach out to an international market with a credit card by integrating a payment gateway into their business. So this is the most common way the people's using the credit card for online purchase. The next one is the mobile payment, and everybody are familiar with this mobile payment. Mobile payments means when you make any payment through the mobile, that is called the mobile payments. So mobile payments offer a quick solution for customer to purchase on e-commerce website. So how we can make a mobile payments? Mobile payments, while making the mobile payments, are also commonly used to donation portal, browser game and social media networks such as the dating site, where customer can pay by scanning a barcode on an app mobile. For example, you can use Bhim app, UPI, Paytm app, Google Pay, Phone Pay, PayPal, etc. So these are the mobile app. Paytm is a mobile app, Google Pay is a mobile app, Phone Pay, PayPal. By using this mobile app, one can make a payment. So that is called the mobile payment. Okay, through this mobile payment, we can do the online shopping. And now most of the people are using mobile payments only. Just scan the barcode reader and we can make the payment by using Google Pay or the Paytm, Bhim or PayPal or Phone Pay. Next, bank transfer. Bank transfer is used when money is sent from one bank account to the another. Means transferring the money from bank account is usually fast and safer than withdrawing and paying in cash, because every transaction will be authenticated by checking customers banking credentials. Means while transferring the money, it is safe from one bank to another. Now this day no need to go to the bank physically and stand in a queue. When your number will come, that time you can withdraw the money, or you can deposit, or you can transfer money from one bank to the another bank. Now sitting at home, you can transfer your money from one account to the another account. Means one bank account to the another bank account, you can transfer your money. For example, NEFT or IMPS, these two, by using these two options, you can easily transfer the money from one bank to the another bank, and there are no charges also. IMPS has no charges. You can transfer the fund how much you want to transfer from one bank to the another bank. Next, e-wallets. E-wallets is a type of electronic card which is used for transaction made online through a computer or a smartphone. E-wallet is a type of prepaid account in which a user can store money for any future online transaction. An e-wallet is protected with a password. For example, now this day we use the Paytm. And if you store some money in the Paytm account, so no need to use every time your debit card or credit card or internet bank, no need to use. We can straight away make the payment through the Paytm wallet, because we already store some money for the future payment in that. By using that money we can do online shopping, and it is the fastest mode of online shopping, because while using the debit card or credit card, then you will get a OTP, then you have to put the OTP, and then you can complete your transactions over there. Okay, or shopping process you can complete. But here if you store some money in the wallet, for example phone pay, PayPal, bank buddy, Paytm, in this if you store some money, then you can easily do online shopping. So these are the different modes of payments are there that we are using now this day to do online shopping. My dear students, now no one like to go to the traditional market physically, because every person is using now this day internet, and they are familiar with this online shopping, and that's why each and everything they order through the internet. Now big city, now in this rural area it's not possible, otherwise the food item also you will get at your doorsteps. In the city if you order the pizza will come to your doorstep. Whatever things you order, that will come in to your doorstep. That's why people didn't like to go out in the market physically and waste the time, because nowadays the peoples are busy in their business, so they are online, each and everything they are doing online. So these are the different payment modes are there they use while they do online shopping. And we have learned the trade cycle. So in the trade cycle we have seen this first pre-sale phase, then the execution phase, then the settlement and the after sales. Means whenever we are doing online shopping, first we use the pre-sales phase, and in this phase we search the product, and then we agree the term and condition, then we go to the order and delivery in the executions phase, and then we make the payment in the settlement phase, and finally we get the product, and the product start the warranty and sales and service. Here maintenance also will get a free of cost within a period of warranty of the product. We have learned the type of e-commerce. There are four type of e-commerce we have learned, that is business to consumer, business to business, consumer to consumer, and consumer to business. So these are the different type of e-commerce. My dear friends, I hope you understood this different type of e-commerce and the various mode of payment we use while doing the online shopping. Thank you.